Hey everyone, and welcome to another Star Wars Games update, where we bring you all of the latest and greatest in Star Wars gaming news. So before we start off the news today, I just want to quickly apologize for not having a news video out last week. This is due to me being away in Europe and busy covering some of the UEFA World Cup qualifiers for my sports journal work. But I'm back home now and got some real juicy news topics to talk about, such as Star Wars Hunters officially beginning their soft launch this week and what exactly that entails. As well, all the rumors surrounding Quantic Dreams' Star Wars project, like what era it supposedly will be taking place in and when the official reveal for it could be, which may be quite sooner than you think. And before we get into any of that, a quick reminder that if you do like these type of videos, then be sure to give it a like to show your support for this update series and the content within it. With that out of the way, let's get into it. Alright, so before we get into this week's news, I'll first want to do a super quick rundown on some of the Star Wars gaming news from last week, as there was some pretty cool stuff there worth mentioning. Like for example, Star Wars Old Republic fans were given a real treat with BioWare re-releasing all of the most memorable trailers for the game in 4K. Now, of course, if the original trailers weren't already amazing enough, just watching them again in 4K feels like a completely different experience. It's something else. And the thing is, this isn't something BioWare had to do either, but it is appreciated nonetheless, very much so. Also on the topic of the Old Republic, but the Knights of the Old Republic port was also officially released last week as well. The game port is available on the Switch and as expected works real well on the hardware, unlike the GTA remasters which were also released on the same exact day but have a lot of problems. Not to mention the KOTOR port is also a lot more cheaper too, coming in with a price tag of only $14.99 USD, which honestly isn't half bad, especially if you've never played the game before. Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order also saw a small update be released on the PC version that removed the de novo DRM from the game, thereby not only ensuring the game will work on the Intel 12th generation processors, but as well making the game run so much more smoother too. Which is something that the many people who've always complained about the de novo DRM are now very happy about. Lastly, Epic Games on Disney Plus Day announced a Fortnite collaboration of the upcoming The Book of Boba Fett series, which will feature Boba Fett in the game on December 24th. Considering this is now the second straight Star Wars live-action TV series to be added into Fortnite, which I don't know about you, but at this rate I'm already expecting to see Cassian Andor and Obi-Wan Kenobi also added into Fortnite next year once those shows do come out. And I don't know if that's a good or bad thing, seeing Obi-Wan Kenobi running around on Fortnite shooting kids with a gun. But knowing Epic Games, then that's probably gonna be a thing, let's be honest. Now for the news this week, yesterday saw Star Wars Hunters officially start its soft launch of the game. And for the time being, the Hunters soft launch is only available to players in India, the Philippines, Malaysia, and Indonesia. In addition to that, the soft launch is exclusive just to the Android version of the game, with the iOS and Switch versions expected to get a test phase sometime in the new year. And that's when the game will also open up to more regions around the world too. But for now, those who have joined the soft launch are already enjoying Hunters for what it is, and gameplay footage is quickly popping up online of what you can expect Hunters to look and play like. Now, because the game isn't officially out yet, the entire Hunters roster is not yet available to be played with, but Zynga have already started teasing players of a brand new character to be added into the game by the full release in 2022. Now, with that all said and done, it should also be noted that there are some caveats worth mentioning about the soft release. such as like hunters being really picky on which Android devices it will even work on, with a lot of users reporting that the game won't even run on their Android phone. So for now, at least before a patch does come out, it's best recommended you try playing hunters of a higher end or more recently released Android phone. And that's not all, as another issue that has also been brought up is that the Hunter's soft launch is not compatible with any Android emulator, which of course is a major bummer for those of us without Android devices, as we can't try or even play the game on our PC via emulation. So for the time being, the people actually playing Hunters is rather a small amount. But of course this number will eventually grow, and hopefully this whole issue with emulation will eventually get fixed up through a patch, whether it be official or fan-made. But either way, despite the issues that I mentioned, Hunters is already looking at least promising and a lot of fun, especially if you're into Overwatch 2, but at the same time want to scratch that Star Wars itch, then this looks to do just that. There's been a lot of excitement and speculation surrounding Quantic Dreams' mysterious next project, and even more so when it was leaked to be a Star Wars game. While back then information about it was practically non-existent, understandably, we now have at least some idea of how it will look like. Well, at least more specifically the era it will be based in, as according to the well-known insider and game journalist Jeff Grubb, he's now claiming that the game is called Star Wars Eclipse and it will be set during the High Republic era. Now, it's not yet confirmed if Eclipse will be the game's official name or it's simply just a project title, but to hear that it will take place during the Old Republic era is really interesting. For those who don't know, the High Republic era is set around 200 years before the Skywalker saga, and it marks a time where the galaxy is more or less at peace. The Jedi are around in huge numbers to try and keep everything above board, the galactic culture is going through sort of a renaissance, of course until everything goes horribly wrong thanks to a group of space pirates. Anyway, it's mainly a time period currently only being used as a major staging ground for numerous intertwined novels, comics, audio dramas, and manga. And that's kinda the problem with it, as if you're not into any of those, then it's a good chance you may have not been fully introduced to the High Republic yet. And if that's the case, then that makes Eclipse seemingly taking place in that era an even better decision in my opinion at least. As the more exposure the High Republic does get, then that's only better for the fans, the community, and of course for Lucasfilm. And okay, granted, there's mostly a mixed reaction right now towards the High Republic era, and that's mainly due to the novels and not everyone being completely satisfied with those for numerous reasons. So for me at least, it will be interesting to see how a video game like Eclipse maybe could change the overall perception of an entire era in Star Wars. Which, like I said before, it kinda really needs it. Furthermore, according to Jeff Grubb, he believes Eclipse will be revealed to the public before the end of 2021. So with that, understandably all eyes are now on December's The Game Awards, which is being held on December 8th and, like always, will include brand new game reveals. And if this rumor does pan out, then hopefully we may get a little bit more than just a generic CGI trailer there, but at least something that gives us an idea of how the game will look and play like. And look, I'm not saying I'm expecting gameplay footage already, which of course that would be nice, but anything more than a super short and vague CGI trailer would go a long way. And that will do it for this Star Wars Games update. As always, if you enjoyed this video, please like, share it, and subscribe to the channel to not only support it, but to keep up with Star Wars news, gaming, and canon lore released every week. And consider following me on Twitter and Facebook to never miss out on the latest Star Wars content. Thanks for watching, and may the Force be with you.